I'm Shane.
I'm Bo.
We are Kentucky Fried Critics.
Welcome back. I feel old and slightly grumpy. Possibly even grumpier.
Grumpier than before.
Hmm.
That's right, Grumpier Old Men. We're here for Grumpier Old Men.
I've been a grumpy old man since I was 10 years old.
This is a fun sequel, and it was fun for us to come back to it because this is our season of loose ends. This is a loose end.
Yep.
And it felt very appropriate because the last time we did Grumpy Old Men, it was July. So we did the winter one in the summer.
And now we're going to do the summer one in the winter.
Well, fall, because they went to an Oktoberfest.
Yeah. And there was Halloween.
Yeah. But
Late August, late summer,
early
fall.
It definitely felt a lot more summer in most of the scenes, no matter what. It was warmer times than we have right now.
There's awful green for late summer in Wabasha.
I figure if we're the one time that we do the movies in order, we started with the first and went to the second.
Oh, hey, yeah, good for us.
That it feels like only appropriate that we still had something that felt out of sync.
Yeah.
Like the season.
We got to fuck something
in which
up,
that
right?
we did it. Yeah. It feels like us. It's only right to have something that's a little weird. A little out of place.
We should start doing Christmas movies in fucking June. just to fuck with everybody.
No, in July. It's Christmas in July. That's the
there you
marketing
go.
scheme, right? Like maybe we have our plan for July this year.
And then what do we do for actual Christmas? Action movies.
I think we have a plan, and I think the plan we have already works.
Okay.
I don't know. Just leave it at that. I know you can't remember, but I don't want to tip the hat to the people yet. So I have
leave
to
it for the mystery for all of us. I just get to find out before you.
way sooner. Yeah. All right. I think we should just get into this. On top of being a loose end with our movie, it's a loose end-ish with our beer.
I don't know.
And
I
Bo.
feel like it's an upgrade, really. Not really a loose end.
But you know what I mean. Like, I'm trying to tie it into our phrase. Come on, dude. This is all about marketing. Man. It's all about marketing.
Kayfabe, motherfucker.
But so you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
Though.
I know
You
what
go
you're
ahead.
saying.
You tell the people. Like,
Well, we're doing Old and in the Way again, but it's from Sawstone. But you remember last time we had to go in and get the thing, and they poured it out of the tap and stuff. But we can get cans of it now. You can just go buy it at the store. It's Old and in the Way.
it's perfect. And so now that means that by this point, you guys have already seen whatever fun thumbnail imagery and promos I've cooked up, and you've seen an actual can.
Yeah,
in
the
them.
new can. I like the can.
It's awesome. I just love that we can buy them places now.
I know.
That
It's so cool.
So it's great. I will be totally honest though. I did still go to the brewery and buy these, but you can buy them elsewhere.
Yeah, you can. If you're in this area, you can get them at most of the gas stations.
But so yeah, it's fun to get to go back and do the same beer again, which is also a first for us. I'm pretty sure we've
never done that either.
Drank the same thing twice. We've drank things that were close, like not even close in taste. They're way different. But the Miller Lite, Miller High Life in the same episode.
Yeah.
The Miller products. Thing. It's not the same thing, I know, but I'm just saying, like it's still dancing the weirdness, especially since it was one episode.
We had the stout that was like we had the regular one, and then we had the milk stout, and then the nitro milk stout.
Yeah,
so those were like
that's the same beer, but just bottled differently.
Yeah. So yeah,
that's probably the closest.
Yeah,
but this is the same.
The same.
Just flashy new packaging.
Yay! Hooray for Sawstone.
So on that, I also realized though that when we did Grumpy Old Men, because this is a way throwback loose end. That was like season
that was
1.
like season 1.
That was back in the era of a full movie rundowns, and before we did director talk.
Yeah,
and so I'm excited.
Bo just didn't give a shit and couldn't be bothered.
Well, I didn't either.
I've learned my lesson.
Neither of us cared.
Not all of them are Kubrick.
It wasn't until like I even started being like, "Hey, this guy did something else that we've done. We should." Then I started being like, "We should look at all of them," and then started being like, "I'm shocked and amazed by the things I'm finding out right now."
All right, the directors aren't that bad. I guess we can talk about them.
So, for this one, we have Howard Deutsch. Dutch. Deutsch. So
I feel like that's Deutsch.
But I feel like that has an S.
Deutsch.
T. It's still the T, but TSCH.
Deutsch.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Word has lost all meaning now.
Certainly this name. So I apologize if I said any of that wrong, because he is a director who has directed things that we would know. The perfect example of what we were just saying about why we finally started doing this. Because he has directed several John Hughes movies.
Nice.
Not even just like movies you'll know. John Hughes movies you'll know.
The Hughes.
Pretty in Pink.
Classic.
The Great Outdoors.
Yes.
He also happened to be the director of The Odd Couple 2, but we'll get into that.
Nice. That was The Great Outdoors, though. We need to do more John Candy movies. I think he's only like cameoed on the show so far, hasn't he?
I think so.
Yeah,
like Home Alone.
Home Alone. No, that's it.
And
we're bad at our jobs. That's a travesty. We need more John Candy.
We do Wagons East.
Nice. Yes.
Start with the last.
Yeah.
Maybe we
work our way backward. Yeah. We're doing reverse Candy.
That sounds like a weird sex move, dude. A reverse Candy.
Where do you think it came from? He came up with it.
But so, like I was saying, though, there is a very interesting reason for how he ended up directing The Odd Couple 2, and it connects back to John Hughes. So, Walter Matthau had just recently worked with John Hughes when this movie was coming out, and they couldn't get they wanted the original director from the first movie.
Yeah.
Couldn't get him. He was on like a sabbatical. Like he did something else that was a flop, and he was just like, I don't want to
quit. Don't bother me. I'm in my depressive phase.
I'm pretty sure he even said it was a sabbatical. Like he knew he was going to direct again. He was just like, I need some breathing space.
The bad movie was the proof that he's burned out. And
he needed to reset.
He's like, all right, I screwed this up. Off I go.
But so apparently Hughes is the one who recommended
Dutch. Let's call him Dutch.
To Matthau, and Matthau told the producers or whoever he needed to tell, and they were like, okay, we'll see. Yeah, all right, he got the job. So I'm pretty sure that means that when Matthau and Lemmon got to Odd Couple 2, that the both of them were like, hey, that guy
he did really good. He made us a bunch of money.
Let's use him. Made the studios a lot of money.
Yeah, didn't the Grumpier Old Men make more than Grumpy Old Men?
Yes, box office bigger. We can all admit, not the better movie.
No.
Grumpy Old Men, way better. Something about it. There's some jokes in that. Everything Burgess Meredith had, way funnier in this one.
Yeah, I like that. They let him be really good, really raunchy in this one. They were like, oh, let's get the old man laid in this movie.
But overall story in the first one,
way better,
because the first one was comedy, and when it got touching, it got real touching.
Yeah,
and it was like a stone skipping across a lake. Like it kept coming back to the touching and the comedy, and then like this one kind of was like overboard on the silly comedy,
and we got to force conflict in where we can.
Yeah,
it's like real super contrived.
We
need them to fight. What can we do?
We'll save more of that when we get through these people, because dude, I could write a novel about exactly what you're starting to say. And yeah, let's get through these people first. We'll do the whole episode before we get through the people. If we stop
there
for
we
that.
go.
That's a very specific hot button issue for me about this movie, for sure, dude. So we'll move on to the writer. We have Mark Steven Johnson, same guy, same writer as the first one. But again, have to say that because this is I definitely know we did not talk about the writer, because I immediately was like, oh, let's see what else he's done. Thinking that maybe I'd see it and be like, oh, I remember talking about this guy.
Yeah,
No.
nope.
I looked at these and was immediately like, that's a wild bunch of fucking movies. And I would remember
Yeah.
being this surprised that these are the things this guy has written. So we'll start with, obviously, Grumpy Old Men.
Yep.
Grumpier Old Men, which is funny because if you pay attention to the opening credits of the movie, he gets credited for that twice because for some reason he's credited as writer of this movie, but then he gets the nod for characters based on a thing he had written for writing the first one. And I was like,
Okay.
I feel like now I need to go watch every direct
You get paid twice?
I don't know. I want to go watch every sequel that's written by the same guy now and see if that has always been
Just in
there,
his
or if this
contract.
guy did it
Yeah.
and he's the only one who thought of that, and if it was for extra money. Like I had so many questions when I saw that he was tagged that way because I was like, what does that mean? Why does he get to have 2 credits for obviously being his characters?
Right. He wrote it. Isn't
He's-
writer enough?
I guess apparently it was not.
Usually, like, based on characters.
Is when
tag
somebody else when somebody else does a writing
Yeah.
and they're using your characters, not when you use your
own
maybe it's
characters?
a copyright thing.
It might be. Was this?
Was it a different studio? I don't know.
Maybe.
Like same producers, but they were working with a different.
Hollywood's convoluted and fucked.
This is. I'm sad to say exactly how we ended up looking up directors in the first place. Is that we were both like, we need to know that.
We should.
But now I'm.
Our sacred duty as podcasters.
Are we now having to start looking up what company
like
made
who?
these
Like
different
the
movies?
production companies and shit. Oh no.
What are we trying to do to ourselves? Let's keep talking about it. We don't want to do that to ourselves. So this guy has also written, outside of the Grumpy Old Men franchise, Big Bully, which is a Rick Moranis. I know me and you talked before this. You don't.
Yeah,
know
I
that
didn't
movie.
remember this one.
I definitely want you to go see it. It's good.
I like Tom Arnold and Rick Moranis.
It's good, and it's.
And
you see a lot
I
more-
assume Tom Arnold is being just an absolute dick.
Yeah, he's the bully. Yeah, he
Nice.
was the bully. Rick Moranis is the guy that was picked on.
Yeah,
And again,
he's-
it's one of those situations where like the bully doesn't know that he was the bully, but he's still kind of the bully.
Kind
and
of
he
the
doesn't
bully,
understand, and yeah.
What do you mean? We were friends. Like, dude, you tortured me.
Yeah. So it's well worth the watch. But we won't talk too much about it since you don't know that one, because the rest of them you do know. We've got Jack Frost. The Michael Keaton.
Yeah, the Michael Keaton one, not the unfortunate
horror There's-
movie.
Came out the same year.
Did it really?
I'm pretty sure they came out the same
Oh
year.
no.
man.
This is why studios should talk to each other. Like, what are you all doing? Oh, cool. We're doing this.
We're doing a Jack Frost too.
Oh, fuck.
It's a very different Jack Frost. It's okay.
And then the Hollywood saboteurs go out and try and like sabotage the other film. There's a movie, right? Like you have like the studio has like a crack team of assholes that go and like infiltrate other movie studios and fuck up their movies.
Yeah,
and that's why all movies now suck.
But that wouldn't
because
even
they all do it.
But Jack Frost couldn't be your jumping point for that, because like the one studio would find out what the other one is either direction, right?
Yeah.
Like the people who made that horror movie, even if they then went and saw what the other one was and saw it was a family friendly, they'd be like, this is nothing but good for us, because that thing is going to get more publicity and the people are going to get them. They would be happy about the confusion.
Oh yeah, the family that got him mixed up and like walked their 5-year-old into that movie.
But so now,
Come on, little Timmy, let's go watch the Michael Keaton movie.
now we need to talk about the part of this guy's career where it took a weird turn and made me immediately be like, no, I never read this, because I would remember this about this guy. He
Right.
also is the person who wrote Daredevil, Elektra, and the screenplay for Ghost Rider. So he might not have been the original writer, but he definitely took somebody's story to
And-
make it movie worthy.
Yeah. However, whatever the meaning of screenplay writer is.
But so
I like Ghost Rider the best out of that one.
Daredevil
was all right. I don't remember if I saw Elektra.
It's all right. All of those are okay. They are just a very different. This was before the MCU. They're
Yeah.
a very different type of movie. You can't go in. They're not, this is when, even if there might have been some kind of joking nod about another character back then, this is there was no connection. You know what I mean? Like this didn't connect to Spider-Man.
Yeah, like they
there was
do
no
now.
Tobey Maguire wink and nods about
It's
it.
not how it is now. They'll do a whole TV show just to introduce one character.
Yeah, so this is before all that. So you have to understand, like, like the fact that there even was the Elektra that was directly connected to Daredevil was like a wild thing at the time when they decided to do those two movies.
She's in the Deadpool movie.
Yeah, exactly. She got a call back. But so I think though
She needs to come back and kick some ass.
we can all agree though that is a wild turn for this dude. For,
Right. You go from grumpy ass old dudes to flaming skull motorcycle guys.
Well, and then like again, other family friendly affair in
Right.
between. Like he just did like that's such a jump. Like he was definitely just like, I need to get outside of
So
this.
he got bored and was like, "Fuck yeah, comic books."
Get me outside of
Fucking
this.
love comic books.
Let me get inside of a different a realm. But so now we can talk about our actors, because that's really all I got for those people.
Yeah.
But so our actors this is again, we definitely talked about Matthau multiple times because we did Bad News Bears.
Yeah.
We've talked of
The Hollywood's resident grumpy ass old man.
Exactly. So we love Walter Matthau. We've definitely popped about him in the first one.
Yep.
We don't need to stick a lot of time on Walter Matthau or Jack
Legend.
Lemmon. Both of them.
Another
Lemmons.
legend.
Well, again, they're the odd couple. They're the odd couple too. Like we already said. We've already mentioned.
Jack
Came
Lemmon
out-
got to make out with Marilyn Monroe in that one movie, didn't he?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so,
See, the fucking legend.
well, the thing with these people, especially with Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon, again, like we've already said, they're the odd couple. They were the original odd couple.
They came back for the movie in the 90s.
They did the sequel. Bo and I both, for I guess now means a solid 2 years.
Yeah.
We're thinking in our head that certain parts of the Odd Couple 2 were this movie.
Yeah.
Like Bo already said, he thought it was like summer.
Yeah,
In that
like
movie.
I was like super like I swear there's like Walter Matthau on a beach and he had like a Hawaiian shirt and shit. I think I mentioned that last week too, didn't I?
Well, and again, we both also mentioned it when we did the first movie. Like we both have. That's why I said for 2 years. For 2 years, we have been in the wrong impression that movie. Not all of that movie. I remember.
Yeah, I
this,
remember.
But I definitely thought.
I remember
like,
the restaurant.
I remember certain part. It's like I literally did just like superimpose parts of.
I thought
the one on.
I thought
on
the
this
restaurant. I didn't remember it was Chuck's Bait Shop. I thought it was just
one. A new place.
a restaurant
Open.
by the beach where they went to go do the thing.
Now, I want to say, in our defense, both movies are about their characters' children's getting married to each other. Down to and I won't say this is 100% right, but I'm pretty sure down to it being Walter Matthau's son marrying Jack Lemmon's daughter.
Like
it was
exactly
down to the specifics. And so like, you can forgive us for being children and getting the movies with the old guys mixed up when they're that
writer,
similar.
It was a bit of a time crunch, so he just took couple of pages from Grumpier Old Men. And,
well, the director certainly made sure that it felt the same, since it was the same guy.
It's so good. Now I can't wait to do Odd Couple and Odd Couple 2, so we can continue to talk about Walter Matthau and these guys.
So
and
again,
how they're basically it's like four of the same movie almost, isn't it?
It's a lot of jumping around the same topics. Well, not the original one, but the back three.
Yeah.
Grumpier Old Men, and the Odd Couple 2
yeah,
are
they're
definitely
like
all about old guys hating each other but actually being friends, right? Like that. That's it.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
So there you go.
Hey man, it worked. I mean, they're all good.
Yes.
Nobody's sitting here being like, I hate Walter Matthau.
Yeah. Well, again, we don't even need. We'll start doing this. We're gonna start talking about all the things we've said about him before. We're good. Walter Matthau, we love you. We miss you.
Yep.
Jack Lemmon, we love you. We missed you. But now we need to move on to the other people in the movie. So we have Ariel and Margaret returning as the same character. lessened.
I was just say like a downgraded version of her though.
The first movie had magic, and the magic was around her character.
Yeah, she just being around her improved everybody's life.
It made
somehow.
all these old men young at heart again. All of them again. Because the
Yeah.
idea there was like Chuck was also like
Yeah,
revitalized. He
went
died
on-
shortly after.
I went on one date. He got to feel good and then checked out. He's like, I'm good.
but
I'm
he
done.
died happy.
Yeah,
That's what's important.
big smile on his face.
And so again, like there was this thing about her. She was an enigma wrapped in a question. What's the line? You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember.
Someone's gonna get us in the comments on that one for sure. But like that's what it was. She was this thing. Like she was magic and
Magic pixie fairy, mature woman instead of goth girl.
dream girl.
Yeah,
Magic
dream
pixie,
girl.
Dream girl. Yeah, manic pixie dream girl.
There we go.
We gotta get it right. Yeah, I agree. It is like that. That is gone.
Yeah.
And I don't even just mean like obviously Max is gonna see her. I guess we should have said that. So for the people who weren't here for the first one, Max, Walter Matthau, John,
Jack Lemmon.
Okay, there we go. We're good. So that way when we start saying this, people aren't confused. Hopefully they've seen both, but we have to be ready. Gustafsson.
The Norwegian one is Jack Lemmon.
Yeah. But so Anne Margaret coming back as Ariel, she is just totally not that person.
Yeah.
Not even to John. Certainly not to Max. Max treats her like you would expect a guy to treat his best friend's wife of 30 years.
Yeah.
But she's only been his best friend's wife for 6 months, which means it's only been. You see what I mean? It doesn't.
Yeah.
It barely tracks.
It doesn't work. He should still kind of be like a little moony over
Yes.
her a little bit.
And we get one reference to it in the whole movie. And he just acts like, I don't even know why you're talking about that. That's so irrelevant to everything else. So again, it's just wild to me that they treat it that way for her to have been so magical and like ethereally special in the first one.
It's just down. They just stripped off. She's just weird hippie chick now.
Yes, exactly. Like, and she was still like that hippie aloof something.
Yeah, but now
before.
it's just like.
But now they play it up for comedy, whereas before it was a reverence, right? Like they were like,
Yeah.
wow.
Now it's just I talk to plants and I make my husband sit naked in the living room
Yes,
so I can
dude.
sculpt him.
Oh man, and again, it was to highlight the new woman, which is
they gave her all the ethereal shit,
and it wasn't,
but it
even
wasn't as good either. It's like it only worked on like
literally
3 people.
Well, everybody thought she was hot. Nobody was like enamored the way they were. Like Max was, but like nobody else really was. But so that's
like she walks through the grocery store. That one guy and the chick, his wife grabs a big salami and just gut checks him with it.
So it's Maria Righetti. I didn't write down all the middle names.
Yeah. Typical Italian fashion has like 6 names.
She is
that all slightly rhyme.
Yeah, she is
cool.
Spaghetti Righetti's cousin.
Yep.
It's Rick
Spaghetti Righetti.
Who we've never seen before.
Was he in the first movie?
I don't think so, dude. If he was, I don't remember him at all.
I don't either.
So yeah, she is played by Sophia Loren. Again, if I have to educate you on this, I don't know what we're doing here. Same thing with Anne Margaret. Same thing with Walter Matthau, Jack Lemmon. But we've already done them, so
they've been around forever. You should know. You've seen at least one thing they've been in.
What I wanted to tell you about now that we've got the main 4 here, and the writer talked about, is that there was a planned 3rd movie. I don't think they ever got to the title point, so I can't tell you it was going to be the obvious Grumpiest Old Men or not. It might have been even Grumpier Old Men.
No, I like Grumpiest.
I do too, but when you do Grumpiest, don't you limit yourself to saying we're never making another? Don't get me wrong, they never did make one.
I was like, is that really a bad thing? I mean,
it's not.
Most things should just kind of stop at 3.
But so they did have a plot line already planned for 3. The plot line was going to be the whole movie was going to be in Rome.
Oh, cool!
Because you're going to find out that Maria's ex-husband, her most recent of the 5 ex-husbands, their marriage wasn't actually legally dissolved yet. And so she's not legally married to Max, and then they would have had to do a whole thing. But it would have been the four of them
in Rome
with another
Can you imagine these grumpy old motherfuckers in Italy?
All while trying to save Max's marriage to Maria.
Oh, and then you got to have like the bit where like the Antonio like does something to kind of fuck him over, so it seems like, oh no, he might not get her back. I'd watch this. This is good. We should have done this.
Well, it didn't happen because they had a guy in mind, and that guy died.
Oh,
and so then they were just like, and The Odd Couple 2, I think, was a flop. And so people were like, I don't know if we need another.
We don't need any more Jack Lemmon, Walter Matthau.
Yeah. Even though this one did great.
I just go back, smack some people, and like, no, I want that movie. You'll do it.
Well, again, this one did great because of like it did great because the first one was so great. The only reason it has a better box office than the first one is because the first one was so great because of home video release back when that actually still mattered.
Yeah, we had it on VHS.
And so that's why it worked the way it did. Like by the time 2 came out, people were like, I've been watching that first one for a year at home. I love it. It's good. And so, yeah, that's just what we get. Now on to our next person who we have to talk about. And it's got a little bit of, I know, Bo, I know you hate the sadness, but we have to get to a little bit of sadness. But I think it's good. It's good. It's happy sadness.
It's a happy kind of sad.
The ennui, right? Like, or one of those. It's one of those weird French words, right? Like that means both.
Ennui.
I'm wrong.
Ennui,
don't start saying it. Don't focus on the word too much. It's probably wrong, bro.
I just picture a French guy who's got the turtleneck and the beret, smoking a cigarette,
but so
carrying a baguette.
So we get that's our grandpa Pops. I don't care that they.
Yeah,
it's funny in the credits he is Grandpa Gustafson. I'm like, no, he's Pops.
No one ever calls him that.
Pops Gustafson. Get it the fuck right, dude. And that's Burgess Meredith, who we love, who we've talked about.
More of a legend than anybody in this movie.
Well, and we've talked about multiple times at this point because of, again, the first one of this, Rocky.
Yeah.
I'm sure we've mentioned him in other points. He's done voice work. I mean, like, again, like he's a guy you know.
He's been everywhere and done everything.
This one is his last movie ever, last film ever.
It's a good one to go out on.
Well, and to add to the sadness, he was deeply affected with Alzheimer's at the time. And they had to coach him on all of the lines in between all of the takes. Now, that being said, you watched the same movie I did. You saw the outtakes at the end.
You wouldn't
think. The man was on fire.
You wouldn't think it.
He was sharp as a tack.
I know lines.
I know we're not seeing the other things, but we do get to see the things he did ad-lib in, and they were amazing. And he was perfectly in character for every line he delivered when he delivered it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you believe everything. You believe the touching parts. You believe this. But like you said, it's a great one to go out on because the movie gave him everything. It let him be a pervy old man, which you see the roles he did at the end, and you know that he loved being a pervy old man. He loved that people were casting him as a pervy old man, and he lived pervy old man.
Pops is doing his free exam bit again. We got to go with what works.
But so again, like, it had the funniest stuff. He got some really great funny lines on top of the just straight pervy old man stuff. He got touching moments with the singing to the granddaughter, with the I think God forgot about me. And dude, like, to me, that one was the most because it wasn't played for touching.
No.
But you could hear it. Like a belief
from
him when he said it.
That's why like, I'm 95.
Choked up
all
about
my
it.
friends. Yeah. He's not saying it, but he's in his head like, yeah, all my friends and shit are dead. I'm the only fucking one. God forgot about me.
Exactly.
That's why I eat bacon and smoke cigarettes and drink my dinner.
I
love it when he goes in the house later. He's like, Dad, what are you doing? Bacon sandwich.
He's at the grocery store. He's just bacon.
I'm
Pick me
done.
up a pack of Camels.
Yeah. Non-filters.
So I will say this since we've already brought it up right now. That was the only, to me, the lit down moment of the movie was that we had the touching scene. The two of the best friends made up after, again, spoilers for a 30-something-year-old movie. He died.
Yeah.
That's why we're
he died
saying
in his
all this.
favorite spot, though. On his sweet couch by the lake where he just sits
and that's where they had the funeral, and that's where all of it was great. But so they stayed behind, the two of them, Max and John. They patch everything up, great, right?
Have a few beers.
My only problem is Max should have shown up with a 6-pack of beer, a pound of bacon, and a pack of cigarettes, and they should have polished off all of that.
Yep.
That would have been the tribute.
Off.
That's the tribute.
Bacon sandwiches, beer, and cigarettes. Even though neither one of them smoke, I don't think.
No,
you do
matter.
it anyway.
That's the modern
choke
version
and cough your way
of
through
a Viking funeral.
Yeah,
that's how you send off Gustafsson the Elder.
Justice for Gustafsson the Elder. He was done dirty. He didn't get his bacon tribute at the end.
Everyone at home, the next time you watch this movie, if you didn't watch it before you came here, I want you to cook yourself up a pound of bacon, have yourself a 6-pack. And I'm not going to encourage anybody to smoke cigarettes. We can leave that one off the table if you don't want. But you definitely at least got to add that pound of bacon.
Yeah.
And send him off the right way.
Hell yeah. Can you get Camel non-filters anymore? Is it still a thing?
Oh, definitely. Here's
to you,
Papa Gustafsson, Pops
Gustafsson the Elder
/ Burgess Meredith.
Burgess Meredith.
All right, we can move on. We just had to take ourselves a moment. It was sad, but we had to get to the happy. We came through it in the end. And now, Jacob, played by Kevin Pollak. We'd love Kevin Pollak. We've definitely said this every time we talked about Kevin
Pollak. That about this movie. I feel like we got more of him than the other movie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Although, treated dirty. He was treated so dirty in this movie.
Yeah, a little bit.
Dude didn't deserve... I'm firmly on the board that was
overreaction
from her during the scene,
kicking him out of the house entirely
to make it seem like he did something wrong when she was upset about everybody else making decisions about the wedding. Like, no, I get it. Go off on your dad's. Why did it?
Right.
Okay, we gotta stop. We're gonna get to that thing that I want to talk about after the characters are done, because it all ties together. So the next person we can talk about, obviously, then it has to be Melanie, played by Daryl Hannah. Nice. Again, huge name. Don't need to talk about a lot. She's huge. She's famous. We've talked about her the last movie.
She's so pretty.
She's very pretty. I do believe that's what we said about her the last time. And she was very hateful in this movie.
Yeah, a little bit.
To the wrong people. She
definitely. She should have got mad at her dad and Max.
Misplaced anger. We'll put it that way. The only other person that I want to mention by name is Mama Rigetti. She is played by Anne Morgan Gilbert. And the only reason I even want to mention this is because I don't think anybody is going to know that. But I feel like because I'm going to say this next part, it's only fair to credit her by name.
Yeah.
This lady is only 6 years older than Sophia Loren, who she is playing the mama of. 6 years, I tell you. You know, like, we talk sometimes with the 11 to 12, and that's pushing it. But sometimes people, you know, like, somebody hits puberty, and by 15 almost look like adult versions of themselves. It happens. We've all met people like that.
That one friend you go to buy the beer.
Yeah, so we all know that kind of thing can happen. So 12 years, I can be like, okay, sure, whatever. This woman was 6 years older, playing her mother.
So much older than that, though.
But she, I would tell you, looks like a normal aged person.
Oh, yeah, but all the clearly plastic surgery that Sophia's had,
and probably Anne Margaret. I mean, let's be fair.
Not
there is one other person I want to mention before we start talking about all of these things that we keep hinting at that we're going to say, and that is the health inspector. And I didn't write his name down because, you know, like, these people I wrote down from research
Yeah,
time.
and they're important to the
This guy
the
I
whole
wrote
movie.
down because I was just watching the movie and was like, holy shit. And then I didn't think to go back and write down who it was.
It's that guy.
Yes. And so the health inspector who goes to inspect the ristorante
Ristorante.
that is
Bait
being-
shop.
that is being opened is he's the dad from Alf. And I mean, literally the second I seen him, it's like one of those times where, like words hit my mouth before they hit my brain. Like I was
Right.
just like, dad from Alf.
and you're like, whoa, did I say that?
People in the room looking at me and I'm like, I'm sorry, but it's the dad from Alf.
It sounds like a sneeze when it comes out. It's so fast. Dad from Alf.
Yeah, the second time I had to like slowly, calmly explain myself. I'm sorry,
Sorry.
guys. Right there, if you look at the television, is the dad
I
from
deeply
Alf.
apologize to anybody with headphones on a second ago.
I'll tone it down. We're okay.
Oh, I realized that was really loud.
I can fix it. I'll fix it in post.
There you go. There, fix it in post. Muffle that down so I don't blow anybody's eardrums out.
If you were only aware of the number of times I have to do that for you, sir. I mean,
loud,
me too.
I'm a loud
But
man.
you, from time to time, you
I am a man of large chest.
you
It resonates.
you just have a tendency to also do this thing where when you get loud, you lean close. Like like when you get loud, you should go away. And I do the same thing. And so we both have these weird spikes where it's like, we obviously should have went the opposite direction.
No, it's just the heavy metal in me. You scream into the mic.
See, now we'll have to do it again, Bo. What are we doing here?
I did it on purpose that
I
time.
know you did. I know. But I'm still going to have to tone it down so that way people can hear it without being like, what did he just do to me?
Ah.
All right, we can get into the movie. The first thing I want to talk about is what I've been saying the most, which is you were right. The most stifling thing about this movie is how it's jarring what they did with the time and where they put these conflicts in, right? Like,
Yeah.
like we said, poor Kevin Pollak, poor Jacob, like dealing with all the things he dealt with, right?
Yeah.
Comes at the end. What I'm going to tell you is it was everything past an hour was forced.
Yeah. It really was.
Literally.
Like, 'cause up to that point, you get it. You're like, all right, it's really annoying that their dads have all these ideas for their wedding. And
but nobody is that upset about it.
Yeah, nobody's
right?
that upset. But then, like, they get to the Oktoberfest, and suddenly she's just like, wedding's off. It's stupid.
Well,
I don't want to do any of this stuff.
Not only that, but I mean, literally think about it. Like, right before that was even him getting the girl. Like, the movie was done, dude.
Mhm.
At an hour in, we could have wrapped the movie, and it would just been like, oh, that was like a plot hole storyline where they mentioned their
Yeah, because
wedding.
by Walter Matthau and
Yeah,
Chick
that's what I
they're
mean. Yeah,
already
those-
dating.
They're
and
dating.
They've
Everything's
hooked.
good.
They hooked up in the worm field already.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
It was literally the night before this shit happened.
so that's what I'm saying. Like, they even had to make more conflict. It's literally like he wrote a story and then he was like, oh shit, that's not
It's
going to be
not
enough
long enough.
screen time.
That's like a TV pilot.
And so then
Fuck.
and so this is what I think happened is he realized that, right? And so then he was like, oh, I'll go back to this wedding stuff and add that beeline. And then he was like, oh, but I can't have that much time without a story for the main guys. And then he had to write a new conflict for Max and Maria to have. Because that's how it feels, dude.
Oh yeah, where her mom's just like, you suck at having boyfriends. Stop it. And she's just like,
You're right.
you're right. I should.
It's so contrived. And this is coming from a guy who already has said this movie is just a lot of fun. I love this movie. It's good. It's
But this
great.
is the only problem with it, really, right? Is that it's just like we need conflict. It's like those early seasons of Star Trek where it's like the writers were desperately trying to put some conflict in the episodes, and Roddenberry's like, no, we don't do that here.
He was definitely desperately trying to stretch this out. And it's crazy because it runs an hour and 40 something. Like, dude, you were desperate to make this story longer. You could have stopped it somewhere.
He really could have.
Maybe not even give us the beat. Like,
instead of the that we didn't have to kill Burgess Meredith off. Instead of the Kevin Pollak, and then we could have had the mama and his fucking. We give him more of that.
Mm-hmm. Anything. Well, no, we definitely could have done that. And do you know why? Because that would have made two even more connected to one, right? If we would have focused on that. Because what is the story in this? That the two people who hate each other, for one, it was the two people that hate each other, their kids find each other, and they fall in love. This was just supposed to be that we were finally seeing the end of that, right? So then we get, in this one, the reversal. We get the dad who is now going to be with the woman. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
we still get this like this converging of relationships that these people have to deal with because they're best friends that hate each other.
Right.
Because again, and I feel like that is also way played down in this one. The rivalry.
Yeah.
In the first one, the rivalry was a rival. You know what I mean? The friendship was like way under layers.
Yeah.
It took the whole
the
movie
first
before
movie you're like, are you guys friends?
you just hate each other.
Or are you just so used to being around each other you say you're friends?
It's not until again he has the heart attack.
Where he's like, no, you're my friend. I
can't-
don't want
this
you
is
to
awful,
die,
yeah.
right? But this one, it's like, heck, you guys are clearly friends. Why are we doing all this other
Why are we
bullshit?
doing the other part now? Like the other part should have left because we're friends.
What's
now.
with the stupid competition? Like, how you fucking ruined my car. I'm gonna go buy a dog to kill your cat, and then the cat and the dog end up being friends, which was hilarious.
He breaks the statue. Oh,
My god, no, not the hippie chick statue that I didn't give a shit about and didn't need to keep coming back. It was funny for the bit where Jack Lemmon is fucking
he's gonna
naked,
make fun of me, and then we see that he's next door.
filming
He's
him
like,
across.
putz.
Oh, you stupid idiot! Funny. That was the last time we needed to see the statue. It shows up like 3 more times until it gets broken.
Now you'll say that, but at least one of them had to be there. The one in the video store was priceless, where he plays the tape that he made.
I wasn't counting that one, but yeah, that one
one's
needs
good.
to be there.
That one was good. that one was artistic.
Can you even do shit like that anymore?
No.
You'd probably have to like hook into like the Walmart's Bluetooth server or some.
Yeah,
You'd need a laptop.
no, but
It's not as simple as just throwing a VHS tape anymore.
this is 100% in like in the army now. It's time where you just go behind a wall of TVs, and that's where the VCR is.
Yes.
You can shove the tape in. Like, yeah, he 100% just walked up to like one of the display VCRs that was connected to the wall.
To the thing and just
That's what
pop that
happened.
thing in.
Yeah,
My favorite bit is he's trying to shove it in backward.
he's
like,
an old man.
Oh, come on. You do know what a VHS tape looks like.
Did you see his TV?
That's true. That's fair. It was like straight up night. Yeah. It's like one of the first color TVs ever.
I don't know if he did have a VCR hooked up to that thing, dude. I'm just saying. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't.
Doesn't need it. He's got 3 TVs. They're all on something different. He just walks around the house watching different shit.
I do appreciate when they had the two of like him and Jacob watching TV side by side with the new TV and the old TV. I'm gonna tell you right now, the old TV's and the old TV's color was
it was way
better.
I would 100% rather have his, but I love
that's like when I saw the scene. I was like, I don't know what they wanted to show me, but all I see is that old TV's got a much better fucking picture.
I want to watch the bikini chick on Mathau's TV. Like, she looks way better.
Even the dog was all about that one. He was like one eye.
Damn.
Lucky.
He's
got one eye, no testicles.
Nuts.
Oh, you mean Lucky?
Yeah, he's cute. He was, though. He was a pupper.
No, I saw him and I was like, that dog's not running after a cat.
Right.
I was like, he's such a cutesy.
That dog is afraid of the cat, right? The cat's going to swat him one time and he's going to yelp.
You go up to that dog and pinch the jowls, flab that's hanging down. Who's your cutesy doggy?
I want a bulldog. I want a big fat one.
Yeah, I 100% was just like, that was, again, one of the probably not believable scene is I was like, that dog's not chasing that cat.
Like a Doberman. That's what you should have got. One-eyed Doberman.
And speaking on that,
pissed.
Did you notice how wild it looked when they did that scene? How did they film that? Where the dog came outside and the cat, did you see that? That cat jumped like, so weird looking.
Like half turned twisted.
Did they have it on like a line?
I don't know.
What was going on? I was like,
did they shock it? Did it have like a shock collar?
Was it not
something?
real? And they just did a really good job of splicing the two moments together because it was like real and then, but it definitely contorted in a way where I was like, something's going on,
right?
Yeah, it was one of those things where it's like, give me the behind the scenes of that. Like the end of the movie where it gave us all the bloopers. You should have given me one where I get to see what the hell happened with that cat and the dog. Because that looked like people were talking that day on set. I bet you there were conversations about that shit because it was wild.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Did
well,
you see that shit?
We see the cat after. It's okay. Oh, I guess
It
it could
looks
have been
like
a
its
different cat.
spine snapped when it did that.
Could have been a different cat.
No, it definitely could have. We've all seen Homeward Bound.
Look, you get on me for mentioning sad stuff. Let's not go there, dude. Let's save that for when we talk about Homeward Bound.
I can't wait because I got a really funny story.
Save it.
I'm
Save
going
it.
to for the future.
On the note of things that were in this movie that I just 100% could not buy was these two old men with how important the fishing rod was in the first one.
The Green Hornet or
Yeah,
whatever.
the Green Hornet. That they would in any way have used their fishing poles to fight each other.
You don't
in
think
a sword fight
you don't think
manner.
they'd have a duel with the poles?
No, dude. Well, especially like, did you see like it even looked like nice old school like fly line type caster? I was like, no, that's antique shit.
Made in the 1920s, right?
They're not using that to
No,
go out.
definitely
That
not.
was Pops's old fishing line.
You
You know what I mean?
remember
Like,
how particular Papaw was about his? We weren't allowed to fucking touch it.
and some of those were garbage.
Yeah, they were.
They weren't even that great. They weren't.
It was his
special.
lucky pole,
Yeah.
is what he
caught
caught
something
everything
good
with.
with. Yeah, and so that's what I'm saying.
One time back in the 50s, I caught something dope with it.
There's no way these two old dudes were using those fishing poles to fight with. And I know that seems small, especially to people out there who don't have people in their lives who fish. But if you know, like you said,
Yeah.
Art Papa, if you know people like this in your life, you would know instantly that's not real.
Yeah, they are definitely
This
not
guy-
using it that way.
The guy who wrote this does not
Does
know
not
people like this. I'm glad he was able to get 2 movies out of this, but he doesn't actually know that culture.
Do you even fish, bro? Do you even fish?
I do appreciate that we go from winter and ice fishing in the summer and normal
just
fishing.
normal fishing.
And I'm not enough of a person who knows about the fish wildlife scene to know this, but I feel like do fish hibernate? Like, were these all in the same lake, or do they, like the one woman said, it's land
of
10,000
10,000 lakes. Go find a different one.
Do they fish a different one during the summer than the? No, because it's all right by the bait shop.
Yeah, it's all right by the bait shop. So wouldn't they have been trying to catch Catfish Hunter or whatever the giant?
No, because
catfish
catfish isn't a.
is it
It's
a
not ice. You don't.
Do they hibernate?
I don't know. That's why I just asked you if fish. I don't know. I'm not a fish person. I don't even know what the word ichthyologist, right? Isn't that the fish?
Ichthyologist.
Or is that? I don't. I'm wrong again. I need to stop throwing these words.
No,
out.
because it's from Bubba Hotep. The ichthyologist.
That's a bug one then.
Oh, is that
It's-
a bug?
Remember, because he was
I
talking
thought
about
that
the
was
scare.
an entomologist.
Then maybe ichthyologist is a fish person. We gotta stop. We're doing this. What are we doing? Okay, but you get what I'm saying. I don't know enough about fish to know if a catfish. But I don't think a catfish could be caught during, and I don't think an ice is a time.
I feel like they like bury themselves in the mud, right?
But so this is why I was asking you: would they be in a different lake? Is it a different lake that's close to theirs but it doesn't freeze? You understand my dilemma with this situation that we have with the fishing. I don't know enough about fishing to know if it's lying to us, but I feel like it's lying to us.
Like, we live in a place where like people tend to not fish in the winter, so
Well, it's
we have
definitely
like a lake.
Yeah, it's definitely worse in the part of the country where there's 100% no need to worry about if you would be ice fishing. You just wouldn't.
Yeah.
Because it never freezes over enough for you to go that far out.
No.
So if there's a thin layer, it just means no fishing time.
We did walk on it once.
Yeah.
You go down the lake and it was frozen enough where we could walk on it. We got
Not very far before
yeah,
we
got a good like 50 yards away from the shore before we were like, okay, we're going back.
You start hearing that
Yeah.
tink sound.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I definitely, I don't know that they were lying to us, but again, I feel like they were lying to us, that they were like fishing at the same.
Yeah, I feel like they
lake.
drove
for
like
the catfish and
like they're going like an hour north.
it's like walleye or something in the first one,
Yeah, that's right.
right?
Pretty sure.
Something like that. Something. I'm trying my best.
Papaw
I
would
watched-
be able to tell us. You know
I
he
watched
would.
like the first 20 minutes of the first one, just like trying to like
Remember?
well, like recall, like being like, if I watch this much of it, I'll remember, and I did. Like but I needed like a little bit of a refresher coming into it, even though we have indeed done an episode on it. Yeah, so maybe they told us the truth, maybe they didn't. Either way, remember one thing, guys, that place is no place for a Italian restaurant because they got a Chuck E. Cheese.
Yep.
Right down the street.
Why in the hell would you want classic, home cooked, from your own nonna fucking Italian food when I can go get some cardboard pizza with processed cheese?
Now listen to me right now. Even with the fact that Chuck E. Cheese served beer.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
There's no way that Max, who has no grandchildren, has ever stepped foot into Chuck E. Cheese.
Avid skee ball fan. He goes every Friday night, gets him a pitcher of Bud Light, and just skee balls until he gets 1,000 tickets.
Couple of pepperoni pies.
Yeah.
Calls it a day.
Sounds like that sounds super fun, actually. We don't have Chuck E. Cheese.
He listens to the converted Rock-afire Explosion band that's now the Chuck E. Cheese band on stage and just has himself a good time. I don't know if there's a whole lot more I need to say about the movie. We talked about...
Yeah,
we've said our piece here. It is fun. Don't take it too seriously, because when you do, you will 100% realize that 45 minutes of this movie didn't need to exist.
Didn't need to happen, but there's funny bits throughout the 45 minutes, so
it's
just
worth
keep
it.
going.
Exactly,
right?
It's worth it. Burgess Meredith still had more lines in some of that 45 minutes. Not all of it. He died at some point, but in some of that 45 minutes.
When Ariel thinks that fucking Jack slept with fucking Maria and shit, and they're just like, everybody's there like, nobody got laid, and fucking
Speak
Burgess,
for yourself.
Yeah, he just comes in there and it's like, I fucking did.
Oh.
And then struts out the door.
He gave so many. So again, like the movie gave us ad libs at the end where they did the spoilers, and he gave us so many others too. And one of mine is my favorite. I'm glad that you talked. I was about to close it out, and I wasn't going to say this. I love that you said that. But yeah, one of mine is my favorite scene in the whole movie, because you can feel the realness of the scene, especially now. I know it was real.
Yeah.
But the part when he's like what Hawaiian island have you been in? Oh, I want to lay ya.
Yeah.
And she was just like,
I find you disgusting.
At least you find me.
As long as
you find me. And she laughs. All of that. Well, not all of it. Well, actually, I guess all of it, because we saw at the end.
Yeah, he just kind of kept ad-libbing. My favorite one was
the different island names.
You like a licky dicky?
No, you could tell some of those. Somebody was back there being like, "Whoa,
whoa, too much." You like a licky dicky?
Yeah. But proved my point about what I said earlier.
Pee-pee?
It proved my point that Burgess really enjoyed being the dirty old man, because he went way dirtier in that scene and the grocery store scene with this. I got a full. You want to see my man-sized manicotti?
My bony macaroni?
Yeah,
my fatty Alfredo?
I got all that.
I got them all.
I got all that and a thick sausage back home if you want to come and see it. Man was dirty.
Oh, dude! Props to Mama standing there straight faced.
Well, so that's the best part. The one time she wasn't straight faced is the one they used. In the restaurant when she heard that, and she was just like that weird, almost coy, like she was actually being flirted with, laugh that. And then
you
sat
charming
down with him.
fuck, yeah.
That was real. That was not planned. She heard the line about "at least you find me," and she was like,
"Yeah, no, anybody go watch that fucking scene." And
was charming.
And don't sit there and be like, "Man, you smooth bastard." That was good.
It was charming as fuck when he said
everything up to that line kind of creepy,
but
then
that one
sticks it right at the end. He's just like, "Well, so as long as you find me,
you pull off the landing. It doesn't matter, dude. That's all that matters."
She sat down and drank the vino rosso,
the grappa.
Oh, dude, have you had grappa?
Yeah. No, that's right. That was the next.
That was
night.
Jack Limmer. Like, dude, no, that shit's strong.
No,
man.
that was so funny. That was so good. Where
him sitting there being like, "I'm Norwegian. I can handle my booze and shit and shit." I'm like, "Yeah, you haven't had that. That's like distilled licorice.
Dude, he was so funny. He was just like, he's like, I can handle it. Just one. I'll take another one. I'll probably have more after that.
Immediately asleep. Sitting up asleep, even. Just
so good. So good.
Right. Mama wakes him up with a wooden spoon the next morning. Ah, he's alive.
Thank God. Thought we might have to feed a body to the
We're
lake.
Throw him out in the lake. So a fucking catfish hunter can have him.
Hope we can get rid of the evidence.
Yeah. He fell in, drowned. I don't know what to tell you.
On that, though, guys, I think we are finished with the movie. We still need to do our final thing. Bo, let me hit you first this time.
I'm ready.
What's the thing, sir?
I have my main thing, and I have a small bonus one.
Awesome.
I got a tiny bonus
awesome.
thing.
Let's hear it.
I'm gonna do the bonus one first because it just made me
tiny.
Yeah, it's small and it made me just go, yeah. When Jack has to go stay with Max in his house and stuff, and he's being annoying, and he's sitting at his kitchen table. He's watching Monday Night Nitro on the TV, and it's Nasty Boys versus the Steiner Brothers.
I love that you caught all that. I saw that when I was looking up trivia. I didn't write it down because, like, that's a wrestling thing. I'm not going to steal that in case Bo knows it, and I love that you did.
Half second of it, I'm just like, I remember that. That's my small bonus one. My main one just bothered to piss out of me, though. Like, red, like, just... Throughout the whole movie, it happens a bunch of times. Walter Matthau keeps calling them jelly sandwiches. Sometimes with peanut butter. Who the fuck just eats a jelly sandwich? It's either a peanut butter and jelly or the jelly with peanut butter. Are you fucking trying to make it fancy? It bothered me.
He's just an Americanized British person because they make jam sandwiches, right?
But they're fuck a jelly sandwich, man. What the fuck?
I agree, dude. It was weird when he's like, I know I just tried to defend it, but that's just me. I always try to play devil's advocate for you, but I agree. It is in my notes. The peanut butter and jelly. It was because I was just like, the fuck did that man just call a peanut butter and jelly a jelly with peanut? He didn't even say jelly and peanut butter.
It's a jelly with peanut butter. Right? It's just It's so fucking wrong, right?
Wrong in a way that I can't even explain. Like that again, a way that 40 some years of my life is like, no, that's not what you say.
That's
not what you say.
Has ever called it that. This is the only person in history to say it that way.
Did someone tell Walter Matthau that that's how he should say it?
Was that the script? Was it written
or
that
was
way?
the writer the guy who thinks that a jelly sandwich was okay to say?
I need to know who to blame. Who doesn't know what a peanut butter and jelly sandwich is? Is it Matthau or the writer?
Here's my thing. Even if you make jelly sandwiches, the prevalence to which people call a peanut butter and jelly, once you put peanut butter on your jelly sandwich, wouldn't you still call it a peanut butter and jelly?
Exactly.
Because you hear enough people already call a thing that you would be like, oh, that's what I just made. Regardless of if you normally make them jelly only, which is weird. You at least got it. Look, I'm not going to say...
If you're doing jelly only, why would you make a sandwich just one piece of bread? Right?
I've even lightly...
Bread with jam.
I've even lightly toasted and made a sandwich with jelly or jam, but lightly, not enough to be crumbs everywhere. But I would at least have to do that if I'm going to call it a jelly sandwich. I couldn't just do what we see, which is white bread
with just jelly on it,
a whole plate. I don't know how many sandwiches he thought the two of them could handle.
He didn't even cut them. It looked like he tore them in half,
dude.
Right? Like he made
they were stacked high to
triangles.
Like a pyramid of jelly sandwiches,
and a bowl of like random candy.
Yeah.
Next to the mystery stew and the burnt whatever. Was that a chicken?
I think it was a game bird of some sort. Think about it. He's probably hunting.
It is a pheasant.
Yeah.
It's a very large pheasant. Yeah, that's my thing. Just jelly sandwiches are wrong, abomination to God, and every other entity you can imagine.
I'm down and I agree.
All right, Shane, what is yours? What's your thing? Is it as vehement as mine?
Mine, the thing this time is, again, I know sometimes I'm known for going like like super deep and almost philosophical with these things. This time, again, this movie is fun, dumb, and silly, and so of course it was just a dumb, silly thing that really bothered me. And it was, okay, Walter Matthau throughout this movie has a very weird whistling in his teeth.
Kind of like his teeth are about to fall out.
Yeah, and now I want to be very clear here. I'm not an ageist. My problem is not that he speaks that way in the first place.
Fuck you and your dentures.
Yeah. My problem is the inconsistency of it, because we will see scenes where he can say as many S's as I am saying right now with no problem. And then we can see some scenes where he gets through with S's, where there's this really weird whispering something that's going on every time he tries to say an S, that I can't even begin to tell you how much it would take me out to literally, because sometimes the scene, like, even if you give me like, hey, one of those scenes was like the end of a day and the next one was the next day, so maybe he put his dentures in wrong the next day, whatever. No, sometimes it's like, hey, he just talked to her and 20 minutes later he's at the grocery store where he sees her again, and now he went from talking normal to speaking like he's got an 8-year-old's lisp or something.
No, there's worse ones where it's literally like they'll go from like an over the shoulder to a 2-shot, and it's like his voice is fine, and then it'll cut to the other side of his head and he's whistling through his fucking teeth, then it'll cut back and he's talking fine.
So again, my problem it's that inconsistency, because someone's job on movie sets is to look for that. Like their job is to check for like physical and audio consistency, right? Like, and so someone was supposed to make sure that he always sounded the same. Even if the director wasn't paying attention, someone else was supposed to be also
somebody's got to be there.
Some editor was editing this. Something was going on.
Well, by editing, it's too late.
But
he's just cutting everything together.
Somebody's seeing dailies. That's not even him. That's what I'm saying. Somebody is seeing things that could be stopped it.
Yeah,
we fixed it.
Can we get Matthau some Fix-It-In?
Someone's job was to buy things like that.
Where's the intern? Tony the intern, come here.
And I believe they had a budget they could have covered some extra fucking Polydent in the drawer.
This was the 90s. The shit was fucking like $1 back then.
Hell, they could have just asked him to do a commercial and they would have supplied him.
They would have gave him all he wanted.
It was just so jarring to me. And I know that's so... But again, like, this movie is so fun, I can't pick at any of the other things. Like,
yeah,
all the other stuff is good. I don't care.
That's the thing of the thing, is sometimes the thing is hard.
Well, and sometimes, again, it doesn't even always have to be negative. Sometimes we're like, it was so funny it took us out. And it was fun and silly. No, the teeth thing
just bothered to piss out of you.
I don't know how so many people could have let that happen. So many people were involved in the process of hearing that whistling come out of his mouth, including himself. Because as someone who has had random teeth problems that have caused whistling from time to time, I can tell you right now, you are nothing but deadly aware of it when it starts to happen.
Just avoid saying S's.
You do. And so at first, the first playthrough, I almost thought that that's the scenes where I was like, oh, he's not doing it. I was like, oh, there weren't S's and I just wasn't thinking about it. Like, it was just a scene with less of them. No. So then the second time I'm watching it, I was like, nope. I'm hearing that man hit some hard S's right now. Not a problem.
Just waiting for the teeth to just fly out.
It's silly, but it took me right out. I could never watch a whole run through of that movie and not have that thought. I promise you.
I hate whistling in general. I'm like Sheldon, fucking like first warning.
So the fact that he's doing it while talking is like
But yeah, fuck a jelly sandwich though. I'd rather have your teeth whistle than fucking have you hand me a jelly sandwich.
I mean, again, I promise you, I also have that in my notes. So if we were going to go on the rule of like voting democratically, it wins.
It wins.
I also had, like, you didn't also have mine, but I had yours written down. I can show proof that me and you both were at separate times watching this movie being like, a goddamn motherfucking jelly sandwich? I don't think so.
I don't care what kind of jelly. I'm like, no, just... You either hand me toast with jelly. What's a jelly sandwich, you monster? Go toast the bread, then give it to me.
Precisely. All right. I think we're good. We can now say something. Sawstone, I don't know if we need to say anything.
No,
you know we love you. We love this beer. We love the fact that we got to do it again. We love that we get to show a picture off. Multiple pictures.
Yeah.
With this beer somewhere. In Walter Matthau or Jack... Because that's how I would have to do it, right? I mean, I have to find, and I probably could. They hold fishing poles. They hold things that I can easily be like,
put the. Well, they hold beer in this movie.
Oh, they do.
Schlitz. Yeah, Schlitz. Fuck, we could have got some of that.
No, this is better.
It is, but I mean, just to have.
Yeah.
Like, look, this is what they drink in the movie. Let's try it.
Oh.
Sawstone is better.
Yeah. But yeah, so
Barry Schlitz.
I have not made any of the promotional material yet, but I look forward to getting to put this in and make sure it is very well advertised with their cool new pictures and logo and cans. Yeah. And now that we've finished everything else, we can go ahead and talk about next week. So, Bo, what are we drinking next time?
Next time, we are going to be doing Fretboard Brewing Company's Improv. We're going to be doing some School of Rock.
Some more Jack Black. And we will say this now, and I'm sure we will say it again next week. Guys, we get it. Bo looks a little bit like Jack Black.
I look like Jack Black.
The amount of comments from all over the place that are coming with, he looks like Jack Black. That guy's Jack Black. You're lying to me. That's just Jack Black.
I did back many years ago. I did sign an autograph as Jack Black to these two old ladies after my band did a show.
Save that. That's more story for next week. Right now, I'm going to put a call to arms for people so that, and we'll use this again next time too. Stop telling us. Tell Jack Black.
I'd die. I'd absolutely fucking die.
If you can pay it forward, because I know that people have done this on social media with him before.
Yeah.
Like he met that band with the.
Oh yeah, dude, that guy's great. He sounds just like Jack Black.
And so that's what I'm saying. If people have made the dream happen before, make the dream happen now. Stop telling us. We know. Tell Jack Black that there's this guy that
redneck
you all think.
cousin wants to meet him.
So if you can do anything for us, do that. But yeah, School of Rock, we do have a funny story about why we did that so soon to another Jack Black.
Yeah,
but we'll save that for next week.
Yeah, it's funny and relevant.
Well, I just realized
Should we have him tell it?
Yes, maybe. We'll see. But I just finally realized that we've been doing this thing, and I want to call it out because usually that's how I fix myself, is calling it out in episode. Where we tend to say the exact word for word thing at the end of one episode about a beer as we get into the next one. Because, again, it's a week and we were quite drunk usually by the time we announce the next week's beer that we don't remember if we tell the same story. That's why I said next week we'll tell the story. Just in case that next week we would have forgotten. Oh, and then told it again.
Told the same thing.
I'm trying to cover ourselves timey-wimey. I'm trying to future cover ourselves now, so that way if we do it again, it's technically the first time.
You're just thinking about it all wrong. It's just part of our grumpy ass old man training. So when we're old in our 60s, we just have the same 4 stories that we tell over and over again.
To tie it to another franchise, I'm just trying to look at it fourth dimensionally, Bo.
Nice.
All right, we've tickled ourselves enough. I think we can actually close this out. Bo, do you want to tell people anything before we're done?
I want to plug my show.
Go for it.
I'm going to plug Kentucky Fried Chronology, the sister channel for all your fun history stuff. Me and my friend Chuck drink and attempt to teach people history. I don't know how good we're doing about it.
Talk to people about history. Something historically tangent.
There you go. Don't use me for your fucking homework.
If you're gonna do that, I think I should plug our merch, and so
Plug the
everybody
merch.
should go check out our merch. That's bonfire.com/store/Kentucky-fried-critics. I know, so many years
missed
not
'em.
saying it.
Oh,
Now we get to go
That
back
hit in
to
a
it.
special place. I
It's
missed
so
that.
weird to say years.
Have we been doing that this long?
Yeah, third year, dude.
oh,
Third
geez.
season. Third season.
Hell
third
yeah.
year. We're almost done.
Well-
Not almost, but you know what I mean? Like in the grand scheme of things, with how quickly things have been going.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Well, here's to 3 more. And I'll see all y'all fuckers next week. The jelly
with
peanut butter.